Michael, is it just a convention that those Supreme Court cases are v. Bush, or does it really mean that he is personally responsible for that?
Generally, in a custodial, in a habeas corpus proceeding, which is nothing but the Latin word for bring the body in front of the court, essentially, you sue the immediate custodian. And so those cases have the immediate custodian, who's ever the commander of Guantanamo, in the captions. But they also have Bush because this is a military detention that is really ordered from the very top. The order that opened Guantanamo was a November 13th, 2001 military order that George Bush signed that said he could pick up anyone, anywhere, any non-citizen anywhere in the world. And so he is the one who tells the Secretary of Defense, tells the commander, hold this person forever. So we name both of them. You could probably even just name the immediate custodian. It's not, nothing's 100% clear, so you name them all, Bush being the top one.
I mean, I know that one thing that our students are deeply interested in cultural production and fine arts and anthropology is the creative process through which, faced with these staggering histories of colonialism, of law and crisis, how do artists begin to engage with these challenges before there's a commission or even any kind of clear resolution? So Janet, could you just share some of your initial thoughts as you begin to ponder this kind of a project which isn't even formed yet? What comes to your mind?
Well, it's interesting. As an artist, there's individual work that one does of their own, impetus, and that I could do anything I want in my own studio. Normally, in terms of memorial work, I've been brought in, and there is a group who has asked me to do it, either a city or, the most involved has been one for September 11th for Hoboken, New Jersey, the city that lost more people after New York City than any other city. So in a way, as an artist, I start to feel the context of what are the goals, what are my personal goals and my personal feelings and thoughts about this, and how have I been asked, to whom is this, who's my audience? And what aspect of this is political? Is it a statement about constitutional law and the rights of individuals? Is it a global audience? Is it universal rights that we're talking about? Is this an American audience and a commentary? In this settings, so that would help to determine how I would approach this. And certainly, for the September 11th memorial, I actually wanted to avoid the political and focus on the personal and the community aspects, which was what that particular memorial design was about. It was about how this community came together. It was about the people who died, but it was also about the way that that community grew together out of that tragic experience. And here, I would want to first fully understand what I'm trying to say and to whom I need to say it. And it seems to me, listening to you, Michael, that there are a number of different things that need to be said. I mean, the question about whether art is being used as a political tool is a problematic one. One needs to do it carefully. If one's goals are to make political change, or is it like, as Mark, as you were saying, is it about remembering this particularly dark moment in American history? In a way, it feels soon to be making a commentary on that. In some ways, I kind of feel like I need a little more buffer if I'm going to actually look back on the history and understand what it means in the context. I'm glad that we're moving on to the next phase and have the opportunity to look back. So maybe I'll pass that along.